Happy New Year. Today is the first day of Chinese New Year. I hope you guys are watching. Yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Richard.
yeah. Happy New Year, everyone. Today is the first day of the year of tiger. Yeah, and
Yeah,
hope.
the year of tiger. So
Yeah,
for those who don't know, there are 12 animals. Tiger is just one of them. Yeah.
mm,
So on Chinese New Year, we normally have these oranges. I believe most of you would know. And then we have this hong bao, you call that. We put money and we give it to the kids, the relatives, and then the most important thing today is, oh yeah, the Bitcoin price. Yeah,
yeah,
it gone up by a little bit to 38,000 plus, and then ETH as well. It gone up by, I think, about 400 or 500, 300 or 400. Yeah, so now it's nearly 2700. Yeah, so let's hope for good things to happen for the new year. Yeah.
yeah. That's right. And we also have about lucky money in the end of our live stream for our viewer, our people who interested in receiving our lucky money SNS as we share in the previous live stream how to add your smart contract and do all those things. Just chat with us and interact with us. And now let's start with the happening with some of the news update on today on what's happening with the crypto and Bitcoin. Let me share you some of the details, some of the screen on our discussion. Okay, so here today is let me yeah send me live stream. Yeah, okay. And the title of today is around the JP Morgan thinking and say that Bitcoin, Ethereum continue to face a significant challenge. Yeah, significant challenge. It means there are so many new projects and also opportunity for many people to jump in and uh, hope the people will get the price, get the profits because Bitcoin is still 5x more vol- volatile than gold, and Ethereum will continue to face competition from the rival blockchains. That's why the analysts at the investment bank say that it's so challenged. What the other challenge is because we see now there are so many NFT projects and the rise of the metaverse. Also, we see in near future, Ethereum and the other blockchains based like Ethereum will have a good move and is increasing more. That's why it's also the change for us when the price dip. Yeah, and but we also can see later we will update some of the other altcoins. So what we need to look for, and then uh, the next one I also want to share to you some of the from the Twitter we also find the article. Uh, we may see 2010. Everybody say that Bitcoin is nonsense and they don't care about Bitcoin. And after that, 1 and 2 years, they say Bitcoin only for enthusiasts and someone to interest in the Bitcoin, just get it. Yeah. And on the 2013 to 14, when the rise of the Silk Road, people say that it's only for criminal and illegal activity. Yeah, so they also scare Bitcoin. Uh, 15 and on 2015 and 2016, so many ICO projects and some of the thing activity. So they also say, oh, Bitcoin only for scammer and for speculator. And nearly now, 2019 to 2020, they also say it's Bitcoin only for small companies. That's why MicroStrategy keep buying Bitcoin from 2019 until now. They say Bitcoin for small country like El Salvador. And after that, on 2022, USA, they also try to regulate Bitcoin as a matter of a national security. And yeah, 3 days ago,
Everything is national security matter to them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why 3 days ago on some of the NACDAS website is one of the traditional stock exchange also have an article, the news, the magazine say that the Biden administration to regulate Bitcoin as a matter of national security. That is the reason why the rise of the Bitcoin in the future, people will look more on the blockchain and cryptocurrency. But at this moment, Bitcoin is also in some in that means still be regulated trust remain for crypto asset, and the Congress contemplate dollars schedule, and they try their best to manage to control the crypto by
Yeah,
issue some of the
this I'm looking at this article talking about this particular one that you're sharing right now. U.S.
yeah
regulatory threat remains for crypto assets
yeah
uh, because the Congress contemplates a dollar statute or something like that. Yeah,
yeah
so just looking at it, the summary is that the reality of modern monetary policy is U.S. and foreign sovereign that are more serviceable at low rate environment. Real yields on treasuries are negative and record lows. Yeah, I think they are facing a lot of negatives here and there, and everywhere perhaps. Yeah. So of course, another line of this summary is that they are telling us there's a push in Washington to have monetary policy. Uh, yeah, and also the SEC chair, this Gary guy, yeah, has taken direct regulatory action against crypto asset products. So which means what? Which means uh, in the coming year, those who are trading crypto-related assets, especially those ETF and all this, Bitcoin ETF or crypto ETF, I think they may face some challenges.
yeah
Yeah.
that's right
Uh, they say this chancellor guy has hired a former banking la la la. This one, let's ignore that. Yeah, and then of course the chairs of main money banking. Oh, I'm hearing some feedback. Is that from you? Yeah, I'm hearing myself. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, uh, of course, things like this. What is more important to them is the dollar stability. If crypto asset is coming in and kind of like rearranging the order of their currency superiority, then I think they would have to take a stronger stance or a fiercer stance against crypto assets and crypto related trading uh, instrument. Yeah.
yeah
So at the meantime, I think uh, I would think that for people who are very much into crypto and Bitcoin and all this, they probably don't care so much. They will just whatever the government say, I'm just going to do trading. I'm just going to buy more because I know that one day this Bitcoin, as to what somebody says for in the following, it may
yeah
go by the end of 2022. It is hopefully going to go up to 93,000, and
yeah
of course, there's a high possibility that we know that last year it didn't happen because of the many ups and downs in pricing and trading movement in the exchanges. We know that it probably won't happen, but this year, it sounds quite plausible, sounds quite possible as well. Yeah, so let's see, let's hope for something good this year.
Yeah, that's right. And we have something for this years with a good movement in the cryptocurrency and the blockchain project. And now we see a lot of people heading to the Beijing Winter
Yeah,
Olympics. Yeah, that's why we also found one of the article about this event. It's about the COVID restriction. Semi digital yuan roll out at the Beijing Winter Olympics. Yeah, we also read in the article there's some of the information about this. Let me get it and
yeah. So somewhere in the article it says Chinese officials began piloting trials of this digital yuan since what 2 years ago, since April 2020. So from April 2020 until now, it's like 1.5 years. So they have taken quite a fair bit of time to try to perfect things, try to fine tune their digital currency system, and of course. Some articles out there or some they will say they will try to put down, oh, this digital yen is not doing well and all this kind of thing. I believe they are just trying to be safer. They are just trying to do things in a safer pace. They are not going to launch and then collapse the next moment. They want to make
yeah,
sure that when they launch, it is almost in a perfect moment, a perfect form, or a perfect structure that
yeah,
can cater to 1.4 billion of population at least, because at the end of the day, they are not aiming to just give 1.4, give a good system or good digital currency ecosystem for 1.4 billion people. They are preparing this for 7.7 billion people. Hello? Yeah.
yeah,
So this is what China is planning to do. Yeah, everything they do is for perfection, aiming at perfection and trying to make it the best, not better, but the best. Yeah. So of course, if it doesn't happen well during this Beijing Winter Olympics, it probably happens slightly later at a better state. Yeah.
yeah. As I see in the article, they say that the Chinese official began to for the giving away in April 2020 with $1,000 worth of CBDC uh, to the residents in major cities, including Shanghai, Shenzhen, Suzhou, and Chengdu. Yeah, that's why now they are rolling. They are trying to let the people using the CBDC in China, and when they do that, the U.S. lawmaker they worry concerned about the privacy concern, and the Federal Reserve potential falling behind in this action. Yeah, in the article also Shadwell says that some officials within the U.S. government have reportedly referred to the digital yuan as a national security threat for its potential impact on the dollar as the world reserve currency. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Fed thinking they are falling behind. That's why they may give some quote or some excuse about their slow action. Yeah,
So in this major cities like what just now you mentioned,
Shanghai.
Shanghai, Shenzhen, Suzhou, and Chengdu, and
Yeah,
also what there are what 10 million merchants. Wow, that's a big number now.
yeah,
Yeah, because you need to start somewhere, right? So for anything to take off, to have good traction, you need to have a good enough number of merchants getting involved in your project. And I think 10 million merchants is a good start.
yeah,
Yeah, so I think it will pick up quite well, because if you have 10 10 million merchants, and each merchant is dealing with an overlapping of maybe uh, at least just 1 million population. I don't think it's just going to stop there. So it is going to spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Of course, people from another side of the globe, they'll be thinking, they'll try to criticize and try to put this down. But I think China will try its best to get even more merchants coming on board, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah. So of course, U.S. lawmakers, they always say, "Oh, it's privacy concern," like it's mentioned in the next paragraph. China's
Yeah.
rollout of CBDC is often cited by U.S. lawmakers for privacy concern, and the Fed Reserve potentially falling behind in major technology. Yeah, uh, the Fed Reserve falling behind in major tech innovation is a well-known fact. Yeah, because if you look at not just digital currency, just look at 5G.
Yeah.
5G. I think I sent you a video, Mr. Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this winter Olympics, they have this 5G train, where
Yeah.
these reporters are doing interviews inside a high-speed train,
Yeah.
and the water bottle is barely moving. It is so stable, and also at the same time, because of 5G, they are able to link their video reporting directly from the train to the studio
Yeah.
almost instantaneously. There's a very minimal lag time, because when you do online connection, distant connection, let's say from I'm connecting here to Thailand, talking on a conference, there's always a lag where after I talk few
Yeah.
seconds later, my mouse start moving on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for this 5G tech that's happening in Beijing right now, that lag is just very, very minimal. You almost don't feel it. And so in that video that I sent to Mr. Richard,
Yeah.
it's from a YouTube link actually. So they instead of, they can even interview, they added
Yeah.
AR, augmented reality, and virtual reality into this kind of 5G system,
Oh,
or this kind of reporting system, where this interviewee could be sitting in a studio with a green screen elsewhere, 10,000 kilometers away, and then they
yeah.
are doing interview face to face with them in the video. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
a
this
new
guy is sitting in the
technology.
train, and the other guy, that girl, is sitting so many miles away in a studio with a green screen. Of course, to her, it's like, okay, I'm just in a screen in a studio with green screen, but the the other guy is sitting in a train with good scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technology has gone so far ahead in for China
Yeah.
that I think US really find it difficult to catch up. They just need to quickly add on their speed in
Yeah.
this area, because you can't have 5G and not be able to use 5G accessibility access points, right? So yeah, for China, they have 5G, so they are using the 5G. They're building a lot of 5G network towers, and so they are now able to do it for real.
Yeah.
So let's hope
Then,
US continue to add on to their 5G networks, and hopefully
yeah.
they are following up, catching up as well.
Now, most of the phone, the latest phone now, people can use the 5G, but also depend on the infrastructure to use the
Yeah,
5G.
exactly. It's like, okay, imagine you are holding a phone that has 5G capability, but there's no 5G connection somewhere where you live. So it's kind of pointless, pointless to have this 5G phone in a non-5G area. So of course they will have to increase in their pace in spend more money on 5G. Don't spend on war. Spend on war,
Yeah.
you're creating trouble. Spend on 5G, you're creating a better world. Yeah.
But uh, but now we move next to the article I found is in this early morning is about
Yeah.
finder.com. Experts they also predict that Bitcoin will peak at 93 16,717 in 2022, and before ending the year at 76,360. Yeah, this is with this prediction, I also think this also possibility because in the early article, some of the billionaire he also predicts, but it's much higher, 5 times. It's like 500,000 or something, and he gives some reason. And but we also we think we don't need to hope to think so high, so far. That's
Yeah.
why I also see by this article, yeah, it's enough. It's enough for that's
Yeah.
mean for some of the
I re-
trader thinking, yeah.
I remember that time when they say 500,000, Bitcoin was at 50,000. Wow, they are so brave. They immediately shoot 1,000% expectation. But of course, we all know that it didn't happen last year. Not even 100,000, not even 80,000, not even 70,000. But this year, I believe they have all becoming more realistic now. So now they are plotting a trend or a chart or a forecast for Bitcoin to reach 93,000. I think this, as I mentioned earlier, this is still quite possible as long as things move well and correctly. Of course, it says before ending the year at 76,000. I think 76,000 is also very possible. Yeah, so
Yeah,
let's hope for something good, Yeah.
yeah, that's right. And then we go to the next article. That's mean it say to us it's just few minutes. It's an hour ago. It say that Bitcoin like up 30% again when the Bitcoin price go up, and we see the other altcoin, the other project are potential increasing, like deliver down and T.e.l.e.g.r.a.m Solana. Yeah, this potential very potential when I found on the coin the Telegraph. So we can have a look, and I hope for someone who are looking for some of the new project or some of the this mean potential match up like what are they doing in the project, and find out, because I also see dur- during the running down with the market, but some of the coin, some of project is still keep bombing up, like like the other altcoin with DDX, T.e.l.e.g.r.a.m, and some of the FIDA. Yeah, they are like let me see. Bitcoin trades as 38,000. Analysts are highlighting the current supply action as a possible buy zone, and it's bullish the altcoin also. Some data to show this data, this chart, they we are getting from the coin marketplace pro coin, and its name is vortex data, and they looking for the chart they see, and some of the T.e.l.e.g partner with the by chance, and it also make the coin increase increase 30%. Yeah, some people they will say, oh, it's still cheap to jump into the new one and can get the opportunity to buy when the price cheap. Yeah, okay, and I think it's also the time for us to tell our audience about it's Chinese New Year's coming. It's Lunar New Year's now. Today is the first day of the Lunar New Year, the year of the Tiger warm, and people will say, and we hope people will have a good year ahead. And now I will send the signal to our audience. Just show us your wallet, your crypto wallet, so we can send you lucky money. Yeah, just send in our chat, the live chat on
Live chat, right?
yeah,
On where?
in our YouTube live chat, so we can send. Yeah, and you also can check
So
your
they going to put their receive address at
yeah
the YouTube there?
yeah in the YouTube chat, the YouTube live chat, and I hope everyone can receive it. If you miss our live stream, you can let's uh, uh, let's comment at our post on the Xeonbit channel. Let me send you the link of the post live stream. Oh, where is the take time, and then we can see YouTube digest. Oh, where? Yeah.
So this live stream is it's okay. They can put it on the chat there, right? On
Yeah.
the right.
There's a chest. There's a chest. Okay. Oh, let me see. YouTube. You let me see. Remember, everything is should be on the BSC. BSC. Remember, everything is should be on the
I think you should off the volume on your YouTube that you are watching, hearing
Yeah.
extra voice there.
You can hear the echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, now I get the BSC. Where is the token? I get the. Okay, now I send to you some of the lucky angbao. Let me check.
Lucky Ang Pao, yes. Let's
Okay.
spot together. 恭喜你啊！
Yeah, thank you. So wait for me. Why I get the um, uh, because with this action, we need to make sure to double check the address, because
Yeah.
if the address is incorrect, so we may send to so we cannot reverse the action. Yeah.
You can't reverse the action. You're finished. Everything is lost forever. Lost to don't know who.
Yeah.
But if you happen to send to an address that isn't existing in the system, will the transaction go through? Hopefully not, right?
Oh, after it's confirmed, it will go through. It's
So it means if there is an address that nobody owns, it's not even existing in the system. So let's say you happen to click one letter wrongly, and so
if
it
we
go through, and then it appears
if we click
like
the
magic.
one letter wrongly, it cannot recognize the address. It shows the address is incorrect, so it cannot send.
Okay. At least you have a saving grace there. You have one more chance.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, send.
So for everyone who is using the wallet to tap the receive address, there's a button somewhere at the bottom that says copy. Just click on it, you'll copy the address, and then you can paste the address and send, which
And
is
sometimes we
safer.
also need to double check some of the letter, because sometimes if we click on this, the letter is may be incorrect, so we need to double check 2 times if the address is correct or not. Yeah, because when I see some news, also there's some hacker, they can change the address after you click copy, but you don't check it's still is
They can change the address after you copy.
yeah, that means after you
After
click
you
it.
paste the address, they can change it. Really? Wow.
Yeah, because when you click the copy, the address will store on the RAM. It will store on the RAM of your machine. But there's some virus or some backdoor, they change that address to the hacker address.
Oh,
That's
so
why.
which means if you save it as a sending address, it's always better to check again, right?
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
which means if you don't save it there, so every time you just want to send something, you copy the address and paste again.
Yeah,
So it's safer because you know that it's definitely the correct address.
yeah. It's better to double check everything before
Yeah.
do. So I think the address has uh, I also send a transfer successful to your lucky address. Yeah,
My
and
lucky address.
yeah, the lucky address. You check your lucky address. You can and everyone also can check online uh, to see your address. I also share to you.
Okay. Wow, so lucky the number.
Yeah, that's
I just received it.
we say that is a lucky angbao, and hope you all can receive um, um, prosperity. Prosperity, yeah, is a lucky thing in the new year, and God be strong as the tiger. Yeah, hope you all can be strong
Yeah.
as the tiger. Yeah, and
Strong as a tiger, yes,
yes,
and be confident as well.
yeah, be strong and confident as a tiger ahead, and also receive a lot of luck in this coming years in Lunar New Year. And I also think it's also the time for us to complete the live stream in this early morning, and hope you all can enjoy with our live stream. If you have any question, please let us know. And Mr. Nicholas, if you have something to say to our audience,
Oh
let's.
yeah. So let me do a final greeting. Bye bye to them. Yeah. So thank you all for joining us. It's been great having you with us. And it's Chinese New Year. Get some orange, get some ang paos, and do some trading, and then make some money. All right. So wish you all happy New Year's. Can I do it in Chinese? 新年快乐，身体健康，年年有余，生意兴隆，and 虎虎生威. Yes.
Yeah,
So I think that's enough.
yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you all for joining us. See you again on Friday.
On Friday, yeah. Okay, see you on Friday.